in 10 blacks vote for Democrats. Why do they do that? God only knows. Why do they play the knockout game? Why do they punch white people in the street for no reason? Why do they rob 5 7-Elevens in 30 minutes? Why do they walk around with their pants around their ankles? I don't know. I'm not black, so it's not my experience. It's unexplainable, but this is what they do. Okay?
Insane. Alright, so let's talk about what happened actually, okay? Like I said, you're not gonna see or hear anything of questionable origin, if you will. This is the end of his live stream, though. If you watch here, and have a great rest of your evening. Okay, and he looks off screen to end it. It comes to an end. Americanism, not globalism, will be our credo. Okay, and now it flips away from that ender, like, you know, the outro that he did. And you can see his mouse moving around. Right? He moved his mouse and now the exclusively male adult entertainment pops up. Just wait for it. There it is. Censored. Oh boy. I look at the chat. Good night, Nick. Sleep well. WTF. Whoa. Question mark, question mark. What the F? WTF. Hacked. Looks like a hack. WTF. WTF. Hacked. Anyway, here's one more thing to know about Nick Fuentes, okay? He claims to be asexual. Says he doesn't date. He doesn't want to marry anybody. He doesn't want a relationship. Now, what reason would an anti-gay Nazi have for claiming to be ace? Just tossing it out there, but I'm gonna guess maybe he's gay and he can't accept that about himself. One more fact to add to the pile, okay? Now, like I said, he gave some credible explanations for what happened, okay? This is his response.
Last night after my stream went offline, my Cozy channel, cozy.tv, that's, his website or whatever, was hijacked by a known hacker purporting to represent IDF Unit 8200. The Jews did it. The hacker targeted a vulnerability in the web app that my team uses to automatically stream the looped pre-show intro lobby of my stream on Cozy. Okay.
So, according to Nick, if he's to be believed, Nazi Nick, if you will, he has some intro videos that loop until he's ready to start. Alright, sure, I suppose. And he's saying that was added to the loop.
This is why the hacked material, which is streamed, did not appear live on Rumble or in the replay VOD on either Rumble or Cozy. If the material originated from my OBS streaming software like my show does, it would have appeared on both platforms during the live stream and in both VODs.
That's a pretty credible explanation. OBS as streaming software can only send a stream to one other source. YouTube or Twitch or whatever. I have vMix, and it can send streams to multiple sources, so I don't have to, go through any extra trouble, but if you only have OBS, which is a totally legit program, extremely useful and free, you can stream to a service called Restream. I think it's restream.io or something like that. And you type in where you want the restreams to go. So you stream from OBS to this website, Restream. And Restream send it to Twitch and Cozy.tv and Rumble and YouTube and wherever else he wanted to go. So he's saying if it had come from OBS, where he was recording his screen, it would have automatically gone to Restream and gone out to everything, instead of just his Cozy.tv thing, where, which was supposed to have been playing the lobby looping clips or whatever.
Instead, the hacked material was broadcast only on Cozy and did not appear in a replay VOD on either site, because it was a broadcast from the web app, which automatically streams a playlist of videos exclusively on Cozy before I begin streaming my show.
One plausible explanation for this would be that on Rumble and wherever else you have to, wherever else he's sending a stream, you have to manually click the Go Live button. You have to do that on YouTube, but you don't have to do it on Twitch. So when you hit the stream button, it just pulls up on Twitch. That's it. Like, you're live. Instantly. That's why people get caught doing questionable activities leading up to their streams. But you manually have to hit go live on YouTube. That could be the case with the others. Maybe you have to hit go live for the others, but not Cozy. That would be plausible. He's giving us a pretty legitimate explanation, honestly. But it's still not bulletproof. It's totally plausible that he did this.
The hacker exploited a vulnerability in the web app to gain access and create multiple playlists of adult entertainment videos, which he streamed to my Cozy channel after my stream went offline. Remember, it was exclusively male adult entertainment videos, if you catch my drift. It was gay. He included messages in the title of each playlist offering money to my development team to leak information to him. He also included his Telegram handle in those messages and in a watermark overlaid on the material that he streamed on the channel. The name of the Telegram account was recently changed to Am Yisrael Chai in Hebrew, but was originally called something else, and is most likely not Israeli intelligence. There's evidence that this hacker has been involved in similar attacks against other streamers and online communities over the past several years.
I would love to see that evidence. Instead of you just saying there is evidence, why don't you just present the evidence to us? Otherwise, I'm going to assume there is none. It's called weasel words, by the way.
Since the hack, my development team has investigated the incident and found that Cozy was unaffected, no data was retrieved, and that there was no leak from my team. The hacker targeted a vulnerability in an application used internally to create the automatic lobby.
If I were Nick Fuentes, just put yourself in his shoes for a second, okay? If I were Nick Fuentes, and I was gay, and I wanted to hide that desperately, and I was gay to the point where I can't stand to be with a woman, even as a cover, I can't, right? I'm so gay that I'm just gonna claim to be asexual to the other conservatives in my circle. I'm not even gonna try to have a wife. Imagine being in that situation and then accidentally streaming stuff to your broadcast or whatever. What lengths would you go to cover this up and change it and make it, create a plausible cover story? Literally anything, I imagine, right? He'd do whatever it took. Fabricate screenshots. Get people to admit to it, find whatever it takes, whatever. Because that would be the end of your career. So, this screenshot, it's like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, the fonts aren't even correct, it seems. Like, you can see the fonts. Says duration 12:15, videos 1 last updated 1 hour ago. The font is completely different for the title. Now, maybe that's how the fonts are on this back-end tool he uses. I don't know. Supposedly when he messaged this user, the person said, "Who is this?" And he said, "You wouldn't know me, but my name is Nate. Your Telegram handle is on my explicit video that was broadcasted on Nick Fuentes' stream last night, and I would like to know what you know about that. Hello? You have a large following. On X, I have a couple thousand followers, but in the grand scheme of things, no, I don't really." And Nate says, "I'll give you a gift. The insider had to send this for payment." And it's like a super, super blurry. It's supposed to prove that Nick is innocent, this clip, this screenshot, but it's so blurry you can't make anything out. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Like, what is this? I can't make a single thing out. So, that's the story. That's the story. Is he gay? Did he accidentally stream it to his audience? It's totally plausible that he was really hacked, but it's also plausible that he fabricated screenshots, and I would not be surprised. I would fabricate screenshots if I were a Nazi that was gay and wanted to hide it. Oh, you bet I'd fabricate screenshots. All day. And then we've got, what's his name? George Santos. Anthony DeVolder, George Santos, Kitara, he says on the twit, he says Nick Fuentes streamed gay adult entertainment last night on his show. Now the gaypers, because his little group calls themselves groypers. I don't know. Like his little fan club or whatever, they're groyper there. Now the gaypers are claiming it was a Mossad hack. For the love of God, gaypers, just accept your Zaddy Fuentes is homo, okay? Wow. So that's from George Santos. Thank you for your apt and, as always, on point input. George Santos, if that is your actual name. I really appreciate that.